The question is, what is the difference between love and attachment? What is the difference between love and attachment? When iron meets nickel and they stay together for a long time, it's possible that their molecules diffuse into each other, but they would still retain their individual personalities. Nickel would remain nickel and iron would remain iron. They would remain physically close to each other, but they would never merge into each other. All diffusion that would happen would only be on the surface. This is attachment. To want to be physically with someone without giving up your own ego self. You are saying, I want to remain as nickel and yet I want to be with iron. So there would be some kind of a flimsy agreement. From a distance, the bar of nickel and the bar of iron would appear as if they are very closely held together. But the closeness would be very loose, very weak. If you beat this agreement, if you beat this combined block with a hammer strong enough, they would again come apart. They would again come apart because they had never really come together in the first place. Iron wants to be with nickel, but its first priority is to remain iron. This is attachment. I want to be with you without giving up on who I am. This is not love, this is attachment. Love is when water meets water. Love is when water meets milk. Love is when the water of a stream meets the water of the ocean. Love is when hot water meets cold water. Love is when pure water meets colored water. You cannot separate them now. Both have stopped being what they initially were. Both have lost themselves. There was yellow water, there was red water, and now both have come together in a way that there is neither yellow nor red. Yellow is red, red is yellow, and both are not. This is love. Love is the courage, the boldness to lose oneself. In attachment, one is afraid. In attachment, one is just exploitative. In attachment, one says, I want to have you and remain myself. And that is why attachment is so painful. Attachment asks for the impossible. Attachment says, let's meet without really meeting. Let's meet in a way in which there is a trade-off. You remain who you are, I remain who I am. You exploit me, I exploit you. Or let there be a trade-off. Attachment is some kind of a business deal. Attachment is both unnecessary cleverness and extreme stupidity. And love is a great stupidity on the surface because you are disappearing. You are losing out on that which you normally call as your most valuable asset. Yourself, your thoughts, your opinions, your personality, your concepts. Attachment appears extremely clever and cunning on the surface, but is deeply very, very stupid. Love appears very stupid on the surface, but is really deeply the greatest wisdom. Love is when you find something so valuable that you say that the thing, whatever it is, whatever form it has taken, the form of a person, of an idea, or simply formlessness, is so very important that it does not matter whether I remain or I disappear. That which I want is bigger than me, then it is love. Whereas if I want this for my own consumption, this cannot be called love. The man wants the woman for consumption. No, it is not love. It is love when you want something bigger than yourself, when you want something not so that you can gain, but so that you can dissolve. As young people, I think you must ask yourself, have you found something that is more important, more valuable than you? Have you found something that you can give your life to? And that thing, I repeat, need not merely be a person or an idea. It could just be something or nothing, but it needs to be. And if you haven't found that, then your life is not rich. Life is rich only when you have something so big that you can commit yourself fully to its service. If you only have stuff that is smaller than you, then you will just keep consuming stuff. Because things that are small, they do not deserve commitment. They do not deserve surrender. They can only be co-opted. They can only be eaten, consumed, exploited. If there is only small stuff in your life, then I am saying that life is impoverished. You must have the immense in your life. You must have something so great in your life that you will not hesitate to lay down life itself in its service or in its cause. This state is called love. We all live actually for the sake of finding one such thing. That is the reason why human mind is forever restless. That is the reason why you cannot be stable, still or silent. Because each one of us is looking for that one thing that is so immense that it will totally draw us in. It will be so big that we will be prepared to lose ourselves in it like a drop loses itself in the ocean. Unless you find that thing, you will remain very, very unstable and stupid. And when that thing has been found, then life gains a new color, a new light, a new meaning. Then you are not easily shaken up. Then you are not easily influenced by others. Then both pleasure and pain remain merely on the surface. Otherwise, one is very mechanical. Anybody can push a button, anybody can come and trigger, and the entire world knows how to excite you or disappoint you, and all of that is not nice at all. Ask yourself, how do I find something that will make life worth living? If you haven't found that, then life will be a drag. As life usually is. For most people, it doesn't matter from which background they come. You could be from an IIT and IIM, from a Harvard, you could be the president of the world. Life would remain a drag. And your face would just tell the story of your ceaseless suffering. You don't want to have that kind of a face. You don't want to lead that kind of a life. So find something worth loving. Find something worth living for.